me what you can see. Look into my eyes. As well as with the face expression, do you see the emotion? From a young one that has spoken. From a young age, there was a lot of trauma, as well as a bit of drama. Being surrounded by family, I get that good energy, because I know they ain't no enemy. Growing up, I learned, I turned, and it kept me on the right path. I stayed away, well, I tried to stay away from the drinking and drugs, but that was back then. I make better choices now. And every time I say something, it's like, wow. But I tell a person, as I speak, look into my eyes. While I look into yours, I can see that you're a person that went through things. You got a past, and still they're out here making a blast. I tell them I'm proud of them. I give them something motivational so they can just keep that in mind. They try not to cry. Same with me, but I hold that all inside with a bunch of pride. The positivity is spread it out wide. Can you believe that? I mean, now, people look at me now and wonder, well, especially as a young boy that was walking around a little isolated town, head almost down, but still staunch. Used to be holding a knife against my wrist, as well as walking around with a closed fist, staying staunch. But then, when it came to being behind the mic, I was ready to launch. I was still in school, trying not to act a fool, because that was only getting me educated, as well as getting the mind meditated. It's still working, even though it was hurting. Walk around, eyes red. What's wrong with you? I need to say I was just crying, but mostly I was just touching the drugs, because that was a remedy, only because it gave me a good energy just to stay away from my enemies. They tried to talk down. They tried to talk down on me. The only time they want to know about it is when he don't know alcohol. But nah, I try not to gain that. I don't want to gain that. They say alcohol is bad for our people, and I truly agree with that. That's why I only sip in all that certain occasions. Because I used to walk around, eyes red, maybe one eye or something, in that little town. They knew straight away what was wrong. But with all that emotion shown, that's what I wrote in the song. And I knew I could live long with a dream to strive and just live my life. Everyone proud of the progress, because I'm not hanging around nonsense. Especially when I gained a job. They start saying, yeah, he's making money for himself. He's collecting wealth. He's building knowledge. He's filling up his pockets. Same time, they're looking at my eyes and wondering, wow. Each moment when I was in the room on my own, I'd cry, I'd write notes. And at the time, I was taking totes, because I made that choke from all that smoke. And I look at myself, wiping my eyes, wonder, wow, I'm still here on my feet. At the time, I was thinking, one more year. That's all I need to get through school, and I could be out of this town. Look at my eyes. You can notice this is all from my heart. A young man, like I said before, young man, homeless, making it head to head, everywhere, staying at not random people's houses, but people I barely knew. Some of my close cousins, people to be trusted, never dusted. They were there to help a young brother through his struggle as he hustled. Chuck the drugs away and start putting the muscle. Keep healthy, keep fit for sport. I was getting lit as a torch, I was feeling happy. Every time on the field, I was able to take my anger out. And every time I do something wrong, there's someone always there to shout. Started writing. This was during the time I'm making music, so there I was collecting a bit of clout. Every time I walk around, I was always recognized. You're the person that works for the council. You're the person that writes rhymes. I'm the person that writes rhymes without doing the crime. If I do the crime, I will never be afraid to do the time. Because that's the only way I'm forgiven. Especially the way I was living. Look into my eyes. I look into yours, and there's a lot that can be explained from you. Maybe over one talk you could help anyone out, no matter what. Black or white, we all one color. We live in the same country, same land, same soil. And here we are. Everyone kicking back with a smile, concentrating, as I may be motivating throughout the situation. Now look into my eyes now. Tell me, what can you see? I'm a young brother, so let that be. Thank you.